Okay, let me start
Ashish,
the
can I
recording.
ask?
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, link I have gone through this. This is this Postman Interceptor only.
Uh-huh.
Overview,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we can what we can do in this. Can you please guide me?
Sure. Actually, let me share the screen once again. Okay, sharing. Entire screen, share. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
loading now visible.
Yeah. Now what I'm gonna do here is, let me, okay, let me clear this out. In here, I'll open the network tab and let me click on hide and go to network, fetch XHR. I'll access my website. So this is one way where you can test APIs, where you'll get an information about request URL, request method, status code, response headers, request headers, and everything you can check in this one way. There's another way. Click on Postman Interceptor. Make sure this is ready to capture is in green in color. Click on capture, start capture, then do something about me, or then say hire me, then close this, and then search. I think you can click on something, and I think you can click on, I mean, about services, web design, something you can do, and then come back here, click on stop capture, open Postman. In here you can see all the information here. I mean, all API calls which have been went through that particular website, wherever you have navigated, all those API calls you will be present over here. Then you can take this API call, see the method, and then you can test it.
Okay, okay.
So you can use this. I mean, you can use it, but this is really not recommended, because we should always go with the documentation, but only for safe, only for, I mean, at the very starting, very beginning, we can use this. We can use
Okay.
this when we
Okay.
have a website. When we do not have a website, then we don't have an option. We don't have an option to test it at all.
Means without website, what we can do this Postman Interceptor we can use, right?
Not without website. When we
Can you
don't have
please?
a
Actually, I got little
documentation.
confused between that. If we don't have documentation, how to test, we can use it Postman Interceptor, and we don't have website. Then what we can do?
When we don't have website, then we should ask for the documentation.
Okay, got
Huh.
it.
We should
Got
ask
it
for the
now. Can I
documentation.
answer again? So it will be useful for me. Can I?
Yeah. Yes.
So according to your question, if we don't have documentation, how we can test the website? We can test by it Postman Interceptor, and we
Correct.
if we don't have website, then we can ask for the documents, right?
Perfect.
Now I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. We need a source. We need a source where we can test it. If website is one of the source. Okay.
Hmm.
If we don't
Hmm.
have that source, then we need something to test. I mean, we don't know what APIs we need to use. We don't know what body we need to put. We don't know what exactly the API endpoint we need to use. For that also we need to have a doc. For that we need a documentation. And and one very important thing, very important thing, when you're working in a project, and in any company, it might be any company, make sure that you are involved in each and every conversation that is involving a developer, not a BA and customer, BA and client. If they are having a discussion, that is completely fine. You can ignore it. But if there is a developer involved in any discussion, please make sure you are getting involved in that. The reason being, there is some information which is passed on to the developer after the meeting that might be missed to be documented, or that might be missed to pass on. So make sure you get involved and create your own notes. So every conversation, make sure you get involved. This is the best tip, I can say, best tip, which will make your life easy in any company you go, any project you work. Make sure you get involved in each and every meetings, every conversation. and document yourself in any way. I mean, shortcut way, any way which you like, you can document it. Make hard important points, anything is fine. Okay, so that is all about without documentation. I hope you can see my Word file, right?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Okay,
yes.
great. Now coming to curl, I think Ankit, you asked right about curl. Ankit or Akash, who asked it?
No, I didn't ask.
I
Me,
Yes.
Akash.
Sorry, who? Sorry,
I
who
didn't
asked?
ask about this. I
No, no,
think
no.
Akash.
That is fine. Sorry, who asked it?
Akash, Akash.
Akash. Okay, good. Okay, now I have researched on it. Now, client URL, curl is nothing but a client URL. I mean, client URL. It is, I mean, let's say, I'll ask one question. Uh, in 1980s or 1990s, I can say 1980s or 1970s, how we used to wash clothes? How we used to wash clothes? How we used to wash clothes? I mean, okay, yeah, I can say,
Yes,
okay,
yes,
how,
yes. By
uh, sorry,
by using washing machine by hands and
1980s. Okay, okay, okay. Let's say 19. I am not sure. We didn't use washing machine at that point of time. Okay, we
yes,
used to
yes.
wash clothes
Manually, I would
manually
say.
with hands, right? Right.
Yeah.
Then later we got developed. We got developed. Then now, I mean, we earlier there's one horror movie, I think Insidious or something, uh, where they use a very old washing machine, which is at in the bottom, and I mean in the garage of their home. So then that, I mean, that you cannot see how the clothes are getting washed, and we need to fill in the water. So improvement came into picture. I mean, the ease of use of washing clothes or washing utensils. Now you have a dishwasher as well, where you can use that dishwasher to wash utensils as well. So this is what the improvement came into picture, and now you can see visually see how the clothes are getting washed in your washing machine. So in the same way, curl is also the same. I mean, curl is how you test it from the command tool, how you test APIs using a command tool. But later there have been improvements where we got these tools like Swagger, Postman. Not Postman is recently one, but Soap UI. First, it was. I mean, many tools came into picture where you can test it from UI end. I mean, you visually see, visually paste it and say, test it. Like if so, curl is also an API testing. It is also an API testing. You use it for API testing, but from the command tool only. From the command tool you can send and receive data from the command tool. But later in improvements came, then we started using these API testing tools. And now curl is mostly or very less used by the developers. Testers don't use it. And I can also show you some of the examples about curl, and I've given a brief description. Please go through the description where I've given real time examples as well. Now, let me post this. Okay. Now, let's say I have a Postman tool. I do have Postman tool, and I want to test this get request. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy this link and go to that workspace. And as it is a get request, I'll add a request here and then say request. Okay, let me put this in here and paste it here and save and send. So I did get what I wanted, what I expected. I did get here, right? I mean, I got the response, I got the response code, I got the time it took and the size it has, and the information in the response and headers, everything I got it here, right? Now, let's say we want to do it from the command shell. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to use the same command, but using the complete curl line of code. If you hit enter, you get the same information here as well. But it's really hard to read it. Yeah. it's really hard to read, right? It's really hard. I mean, it's all white, black and white thing. I mean, at times it is really boring to read as well. So, this is where
Outdated.
yeah, not outdated. Yeah, we can say that because it's still under use when I mean, it is a best friend for developers when they are developing it. Because before they keep it on the Postman or Swagger, they they do use it. I mean, very less they use it, but they do use it. So rather than this, you can go in here, you can paste it here, and you can run this. And same goes with the post request as well. If you come to the post thing, see here you need to put this complete information in here. So let me scroll down and let me now if I hit enter, then a laptop price has been updated. Now, if you miss something over here, let's say, let me put this again, and let me remove this. Let me remove this double quote here, and also a double quote in here. Okay. And what exactly is hyphen H or hyphen D? Hyphen H is nothing but adding an header to your post request, and hyphen D is the data that you're passing in your post request. Forget we haven't done this. We just went ahead. We haven't added any header as well. We just gave the command. But for the post, we need to provide an header, and we need to provide a data that we want to do it. And forget we haven't used curl.exe. After that, we haven't used get word here. But for post, put, delete, and patch, we should put this. That is not optional, that is mandatory. But for get, it is optional. If you want to put it, or you can leave it. Actually, we leave it. Forget, we leave it. Now, if I hit enter here, now come here and hit enter. Now it says oh, so much. I mean, it is so much to read and really hard to understand. But when it comes to a postman, it is really easy to understand and really easy to what do you say debug. I mean, check where exactly the error code is and all those things. And when you put the body also, you will see like if I put the same body in here. Okay, we'll check this. Okay. Publish. Okay, first I need to put that under post, right? Close the post and add request and say post and say um, demo 2. Okay, and I'll give the link as well here. I'll just sorry. Okay, I don't have the post. I think this is a post. Mm,
Ashish, we no need to put it manually. We can import, can click on import and paste it there. It
which
can
one you talking
automatically
about? Sorry, this one?
copy curl request
Huh?
and go to the Postman and click on import and paste it there.
Import.
Copy
Okay, you
entire
mean to say
post.
you mean to say this one, the import one?
Yes, yes.
At
Yeah,
times it
paste
doesn't work.
curl, paste curl.
At times
Mm,
it doesn't work at times. Let me
no,
see.
it's work.
It work?
We no need to put the request body manually.
Okay, hopefully. Huh, okay, it did work. Super.
Yes.
So, yeah, we'll come to this import thing when we will be talking about SOAP, WSDL and WSDL files, SOAP services. We'll come to this. But yeah, thank you. I mean, we can import in this way also. I just wanted to see one thing. I mean, see, when I wanted to discuss one thing here. When you come in here, JSON, because this is a JSON format, I copy this thing. Okay, and I paste it here. Okay. Do you see that it's giving a red squiggly line? I mean, red line under the code. It is giving a red
Mm.
line under the code. So in Postman, it directly says to you, see, hey, you have an issue here. I mean, there's an error here. fix it. But in command tool, you don't see it. In command tool, until you run it, it will not say that, okay, there's an error, so please fix it. But in Postman or in Swagger on SOAP, it says that, see, there's an error, so fix this and then run the request. So that is where Postman excels. And yeah, command tool, it's really hard to understand and really hard to work on. So that is all about curl. I mean, the same goes with the. I mean, how exact? Okay, one question: how exactly you access Google on your system? Anyone can answer. How exactly you access Google.com on your system? How exactly?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, we are accessing from different browser, na?
Browser, right? Right.
Yes.
From browser, you don't go. I mean, you don't go to command line. Open command line, then enter start google.com and hit enter. You don't do in this way, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
No. No.
Huh.
We are
So
start
yeah,
from
that
browser.
is that is for only for developers. Okay, curl is only mostly for developers, not for testers. So I just wanted to give example. No offense. I just wanted to give example that why curl is not used, and why we use these tools rather than curl requests running from command line. Okay. So we have the differences between curl, CRUD, and API endpoint. So you can read them, and have given the quick comparison table as well. You can go through them. Okay. So any questions still here?
Hello.
No.
No assist.
No. And Akash, you are not offended, right? For, explaining why we don't use curl and we use Postman tool.
Mhm.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine.
Yeah,
Now,
but in my previous company, the developer has shared only curl request, and we used to import that curl request in Postman tool.
curl request, but when you are importing it, I don't think so that. I mean, that is not the way we test it, because at times we might find issues. Okay, let me try this. Okay, import, enter. Yeah, fab, import into collection. See, this is what we are getting the link. The curl thing is disappeared. I mean, this curl, the curl.exe-x delete is disappeared. This is what the endpoint we are getting in the delete thing.
Yes.
So when we click on, so it's one and the same. I mean, that is what I mean. If you want to test it from command line, then use this. But if you want to test it from the Postman, then just use the endpoint. Don't. I mean, you can, if you put the curl thing here. Let me show you that to you as well. If you copy this and let me paste it here. Okay.
No, no, no. When you paste entire curl, na, it removes unnecessary things.
Ha. So see, that is what I mean. That still, I mean, if the company is using, then it's still an old process, I say, because right now the documentation should only provide the endpoint. Once they provide the endpoint, they should provide all other information, like I said in, I think in this thing here. In here I said, I think, they should provide the base URL, endpoint, parameter, request method. All these things should be provided in a documentation. That is how it has been evolved. The documentation has been evolved. But if the companies are still using the old method, then yes, they will be providing you in this way. But in my company, they haven't provided me the curl thing, so I'm sorry, I was not sure that we can import it. And I mean, I still say that this is the best way. So yeah, I hope this is clear. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Ashish.
Okay, great. So
Sorry.
yeah, it's all depends upon the documentation how it is provided. If they provide you the curl, then go with the import thing, or else you can directly the endpoints. So this is a quick comparison table. Now, I've, one of my friend has shared me that there were two questions. There were two questions asked about uh, standalone and third-party APIs. So I have added that too in this. I mean, in this documentation, so that at any point of time, if you come across like what exactly is a standalone API and how exactly you test it, then you can answer it. Please read through this document and how do you test the third-party integrated APIs, how and what exactly a third-party integrated APIs is. So there's a summary of table which explains like what is a standalone API and what is a third party API up along with open APIs, private partner and composite APIs. So standalone APIs is work independently, which is bank's internal API, like private kitchen at home. Same third party APIs is use external services like Google Maps, PayPal API, ordering food from a restaurant. Just go to this documentation because I mean, we really did discuss about types of APIs a lot. So this might standalone and third-party APIs will be easy to understand. And I did provide real-world examples and also like how exactly these APIs are defined and the example of an internal and like you can see it. Okay, you can read that out. Okay, so is it clear till here?
Yes.
Okay. So these are all interview questions. These are all interview questions which you can go through. And now coming to the main part, monolithic and microservices architecture. Monolithic architecture is the one, uh, like I can say, uh, you have a big box, and in that particular box everything is stuffed, everything, I mean a big a big cardboard box, and every important thing is stuffed in that cardboard. Now let's say it fell in it fell into water, or it someone has spilled something on it. So including the inside things, including that the complete cardboard the cardboard is spoiled, is completely spoiled, and it will take the complete time to fix it, the complete time to fix it again. You need to buy a new cardboard box, or you need to keep it for drying, and then I mean you need to take each and everything out of it, um, and then clean it and then keep it. So it's a big thing, very big process and very time taking process. So that is what was used in the monolithic architecture earlier stages. Then in order to fix this issue, uh, people came into an idea of microservices. Microservices is nothing but it's like dividing a big chunk of work into small pieces, into very small pieces, so that it is easy to fix, easy to deploy, I mean easy to deliver, and easy to test as well. That is the only difference between monolithic and microservices. Now most of the companies are using microservices architecture because um, it is really easy to work on the error messages or the issues, or uh, in that way. I mean you can fix it, you can test it, and you can release it quickly, rather than working on the whole environment once again. If there is a small issue, still you need to work on the whole environment, develop it, test it, and run it. That is how monolithic works. But microservices, if there is an issue with a small component, then only that component will be uh, fixed, tested, and deployed. All others will be working as proper. There's no difference at all. there will be no changes, there will be no effect at all. Nothing will be affected to the other components. Same goes with the APIs as well. So if you come here and if you see this, okay, let me open this. Okay, network, etc. So these are all microservices APIs. If it was a monolithic, then all would have been under one line, only one line. But as this is uses microservices, there are lot of APIs rendered over here. So all these APIs does one work only. It is doing one work, opening Flipkart and accessing, rendering the data, everything. It is doing one job, but it is divided into multiple pieces doing one job. Monolithic is one piece doing one job, one big piece doing one job. So that is the difference between monolithic and microservices. Sorry, did someone say something or hello?
No, Ashish.
Okay. So is it understood till here?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is I have given more information about monolithic and microservices architecture. Like monolithic is one big unit where in software terms, UI, user interface, logic, which is a middleware, and the database, everything is in one big code base. If one part fails, like everything in one, and easier to develop at first, but harder to update and scale, because if one part fails, the whole system can crash. The whole system can crash. So to overcome this issue, we came into microservices architecture, where application is broken into smaller independent services. Each service has its own database, own middleware, and runs separately. There's no connection at all. There's no connection with other smaller independent services. Okay. And if one service fails, the rest keep running, and easier to scale. Only upgrade the billing service. See, if let's say in Flipkart, only the payment engine needs to be updated or upgraded, then only that microservice part needs to be developed, tested, and deployed. Apart from that, all other adding to carts, selecting products, everything is running smoothly. But monolithic, everything can go down if something needs to be updated or fixed or something. So is it clear till here?
Yes, Ashish.
Yes, yes. Yes,
Any
Ashish.
doubts? Anyone has any doubts? Please let me know. I have explained. I have not explained. Yeah, explained too. I've written in the documentation as well. Uh, like the more real world examples and in a more descriptive way. So more descriptive way. So please read through this, and if you find any difficulty in understanding, any doubt, please let me know. I'll try to explain it in a more clear and more precise manner, and more real world example manner. But I hope this helps. But still, give it a try. Give it a try. Um, okay, cool. And okay. Now, coming to microservices testing. Okay, microservices testing is also one kind of testing which you can perform on API, because APIs should also be tested. And these all this like listed APIs. Oh, sorry, I closed it, right? Okay, let me open again. So, So all this microservices API should also be tested one by one. Those should be tested to make sure that every API is working fine. So for this as well, we need we need some testing process and some testing types. So that testing types is nothing but these are the testing types which we can use under microservices testing. In here, we have unit testing, contract testing, integration testing, and a number of testings. Okay, here unit testing and contract testing is performed by developer. We don't do it as a tester. We don't do it. Unit testing is completely done by the developer, so we need not to worry about unit testing at all. Contract testing, at times developer might ask you to help him, so yeah, um, just go ahead and help him. That is all I can say. Yeah, if he asks, okay. So that is all about testing types which you can do in microservices testing. I mean, then comes integration testing, system testing, functional testing, non-functional testing. So we will be coming to this. When we add test scripts to our APIs. Uh, there we will be coming we'll be looking into integration, system testing, end-to-end testing, user acceptance testing. I'll be not talking about security testing because I have no knowledge on that. And but apart from that, everything else, yes, scalability. I think it does come under performance only, though I will be talking about that, but not the security testing. So this is about not Microsoft, microservices testing and microservices testing types, which we will be performing. And these two parts are done by developer. Okay. And yeah, and sorry, Akash, you can do microservices testing using your the curl as well. I mean, import it and then you can perform it. If there is microservices implemented in your project. If it is not implemented, then you might see only monolithic, yani ki only one API call in one website. Then you might not find microservices over there. You might see one big
No,
unit
I
which
worked
you
on
request.
microservices as well. Yeah, when I was
Okay,
in payment gateway project,
okay,
there are
amazing,
a lot of
amazing,
microservices.
amazing, amazing. So, do you want to share any knowledge that you have with you regarding microservices testing?
Yeah, we'll do.
No, you want to
The
share
same
with
kind of this is same kind of procedure which we have done before. Yeah.
same kind, right?
Yes, same kind of.
Yeah, it is actually it is. Yeah. So now now we might have a question like what is the difference between microservices and API testing related to APIs? What is the difference? So API testing is nothing but this. Let's say we have one get users thing and we click on send. So this is all API testing is all about. Like we select the method, enter the link, and if there is any body, then we enter the body and see the headers, see the parameters, see the headers are rendered, see the parameters are rendered, if any, and see if the authorization is needed. Then we send it, and then we see the response and the information and the time taken and the size and headers, cookies. So this is all about API testing, which we test single unit, one single unit only. But when it comes to microservices testing, it is a complete process. Like first we go ahead and if I come in here, REQIS. Okay. If I want to give an example of microservices testing, then what we do is first we register a user, then we create a request, then we see get users, I mean list of users, then we go ahead and update, then we go ahead and delete. So the complete process, the complete process which we are performing is known as microservices testing. I mean, if you're testing a single unit, just think that it's an API testing. And if you're doing a complete process like um, in e-commerce app, like you add a cart, and then a payment is done and the order API is successful. If it is not successful, then the system should handle it correctly. Like let's say I go to Flipkart and then uh, when I access Flipkart, there's one API. When I select a product, there is one API. When I add it to the cart, there is another API that is working. Then when I what do you say, when I buy that thing using card details, then there's one more API. When I click on confirm payment, then I'm getting access navigated to my payment page. There's one more API. And and if the order is successful, then coming back to Flipkart and saying, hey, your order is successful, there's one more API. Or if the order is not successful, then says, hey, please use a different card, or the order is not successful, then that is one more API. All these APIs collated, all this combined is called a microservices testing, or multiple APIs working together to do one particular job. So
Ashish, can we
yeah,
say these are the dependent APIs?
yes, these are dependent APIs. These are
Yes.
dependent APIs. Yeah, good point. Good point. These are dependent. One API is dependent on other APIs. Yes, these are. But this API single units are not dependent on anything. So everything here it is dependent. So these are difference. I mean key differences which I have explained in here. Now, okay. Now again asking, is everything clear till here? Or
Actually, I have a question. Uh,
sorry, yes.
so, I have tested the APIs, means like it was not a microservice, the
Hmm,
simple APIs, but it was also connected. Like, let's say I'm creating an employee, I will get it details. The user
hmm.
is created then. So, what is the major difference between that API which are using in the application and the microservices? Like, it will be a independent, the different database. Uh, is it something like that? Means how it is differentiate. I
Uh, I mean,
uh,
you have tested employee details, and was it a single API or was it a complete process, like adding an API, then, adding an employee, then
no, there
updating it?
were, let's say, multiple API. First I created employee, then there is another API to update employee, then there
Huh,
is one API to get employee, then there is one more API to add a address to it. So each are connected because
huh,
I am using the whatever data
hmm,
ID are coming in the another API. Let's say in
hmm,
update, using the create
hmm,
one the
hmm.
ID.
Yeah.
So, but it was not a microservice architecture. So I just wanted to confirm that the database and everything is independent working. That is the major difference here.
Maybe. Think uh, I think it does come. I think it does come under. I mean, if it is connected to each other, it does come under microservices architecture.
Yes,
But
yes, yes.
yeah, but
I- Actually, dependent APIs are like one API's response is the input to the other APIs.
yeah, but Hitachi did say that it doesn't include microservices
Yeah,
architecture.
correct. Yeah,
So I'll look into that. I'll definitely look into this, and I'll come back with an answer. If there is any other architecture, because there are, as of as I am aware of, there's only two architectures when it comes to APIs. I mean, and this API which you're testing, it is not independent. I mean, one employee record data is linked with another API record as well.
yeah. So
Employee record.
everything is
Yeah,
dependent. Yeah,
everything is
yeah,
interlinked. So yeah, please give me some time. If I find any answer on this, I'll definitely come to that. I'll definitely answer that. For sure.
yeah.
But still, I mean, I just my one query from my end. How
Yeah.
did you know that it is not a microservices architecture?
Because means we had a discussion in a project around to convert it to a more precise
Hmm,
means like smaller modules so
hmm.
it can be independent with each other, like, but it never came into the picture, so I was not sure means this is the exact thing or means.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No worries. I'll definitely research on this. And I have one request from my end to you. Can you
yeah.
please check with your developer, like which architecture they are using in?
Actually, it was my previous org. So
Oh, previous organization. No worries,
yeah,
no worries. I'll come back with the answer. No
yeah,
worries. I'll come
yeah,
back with the answer. And you said
yeah.
it was really not microservices architecture, but the APIs were interlinked.
Yeah. Actually, we had a three-layer structure there. Like UI
Yeah.
was calling the API, and
Huh.
API was calling to the
The database.
database. Yeah,
Database.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Okay. Still, it was not microservices. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into that. Definitely, I'll look in. And thank you for asking. I'll definitely research on this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will
So
also look. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, thank you. That would be really helpful. That would be really helpful. So, is everything clear till here? For everyone, is everything clear till here?
Yes, Ashish. Once we go,
Yes.
once we go to this again, this video game, then
Yes, yes. Please go
Yes,
through this
we
video
can go
game.
and practice all the concepts related to this.
Yes, and um, if you think that is okay, let me add that point too, which Akash shared here. Um, if you need more real world examples, what I request, my request from my end to you is try to search from your end too. Try to search from your end if you can find any real world examples related to this, and let me know so that I'll be happy to know as well. Okay. Um, so this is an independent. Is the spelling correct? Independent. Correct. Independent APIs, and this is dependent. Dependent APIs. Okay, I think it should. uh, Let me. Okay. Now, for let me minimize this. I'll open the dummy JSON in here. Oh, sorry, Renu, you did ask about the delete one, right?
yes,
Okay, where exactly I can find it? Under products?
yes.
Under products, delete a product?
Let me see. Yeah, yeah. It could be. Wait. Let me. Yes, this one. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, delete a product. This is
Yes.
the URL. And what was the show output? Okay, this is how we should have the output. Now coming to
Um.
this.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
So
tell me,
can I
tell me.
share my screen?
Uh, no, let me try this and then you can share it.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, delete add request and then okay, sorry, what I need to do here? Remove the single quotes.
Um. Yeah.
Remove the single quotes and select delete and name this as demo 3. And do we need any body data here? Let me check if we need any body data here. Method delete. No, we don't need any body data. No, we do need it. Okay, no, okay, I found. Okay, wait exactly. Okay, I think I got it. Maybe this might be the issue which we are facing. Okay. Chip, 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 chip. Yes. Okay, all good. Save, send. Okay, now we go in there. Now if I save this thing, now if I save it, let's make it just got it. Okay. Yeah. So Renu, I got what exactly was the problem in here. Let's see. Okay, now first if I come in here
Mhm.
and I click on post.
Okay.
Uh, this is for everyone, everyone. Let me delete this. Okay, and I'll copy this one, copy it, and paste it here. Okay. Now, please let me know. I mean, from where exactly it is starting. I mean, where. where exactly this line of information is starting, which is a starting point,
Curly braces.
correct, curly braces, right? So what I request you all to do is, there are two homeworks, okay? Now,
Okay.
as you have all worked on get and it is all good,
Yes. Yeah.
delete, post, and put. Delete, post, and put. Let me go with add a product. Okay, this is a post
Mhm.
request, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so see, method is post. Okay,
Mhm.
so now in this, it's really hard to copy only the specific thing, because it will not allow us to this website doesn't allow us to only copy the specific thing. But when you copy the complete thing, paste, let me copy this complete thing. Okay, and paste in here. Okay, here, see what is the where can you find the starting curly brace. Okay, copy from there. Okay, copy from there. And okay, I don't think so, this headers, this is all not required. Okay, where you find this title thing, okay, title thing, copy from there till the ending curly brace. Okay, only this thing, please copy it and then paste it. Let me give you an example. Okay, once, post request, add a request, demo for body raw JSON. We always say JSON and then paste it. Oh, we forget that. Mm, copy, paste. Okay. Now in here, let me know one thing. Wait, what is this? Should put here. What is the difference that you see the top code and the below code? What is the difference that you see here?
So it looks like body in the below section,
Uh,
and title on the upper section.
no, no, no. The syntax. I mean, the rule. This is fine. This is fine. This is perfectly
Mhm.
fine. So, what exactly needs to be changed here related to this? This is a correct JSON format, but this is not the correct JSON format. So, what should be changed over here?
Double quotes needs to be added, and for the
Perfect.
last element, comma.
Perfect.
Sorry. Yeah.
Comma
Perfect.
one.
Yeah, perfect. We need to add double quotes and remove the single quote and remove the single quote and add double quotes. And there is only one line of data. This is a comment. You can ignore this comment. You can ignore this comment. Remove it. All good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now save it. Send it. Right. Send. Oh, sorry, sorry. I haven't pasted the link. Oh, see. Remove the single quotes. Save it. Send. Do you have it? Have the response? So, what I request you all to do is, one homework is that find out the JSON. You can only go with the products because it will be really hard and time taking process if you want to do it for all. Just go for add a product, update a product, and delete a product. Okay, I don't think so. In delete, we have that JSON thing. Now in delete we don't have that JSON thing, so you can ignore delete one. Renu, you got your answer?
Yes, I will try a sheesh once.
Yeah,
If anything comes, I will come to you.
definitely. Anytime, anytime. Okay. So find out the JSON formats and only for this products. And if you, I will be really happy if you want to do it for cards as well. Okay. Card, I think card also has three options: add, update a card, and delete a card. So it will be a good practice for you. Make sure that the JSON format should be in this way, or you can take a reference of REQRES. You can take a reference of this. Let me paste this in, sorry, where exactly is it? This is how the JSON format should be. There should be double quotes, a colon, then the value. And if there are multiple values, comma should be added at the end. And if there is no next value, then there is no need of comma. It should end, then it should end with flower bracket. So this is a one of the homework. Uh, please do it for products and cards. Yeah, it will be fun actually when you do it, when you try to access the um, check for the JSON. I mean, enter. Sorry, where exactly it is? Products, add a card, add a product. Add a product. So in here you have this complete thing. So see, try to copy the complete thing. You will find if I let me comment this out, okay, and then add it completely. Oh, I haven't copied it. So where exactly is copy and paste it. Then you will see some red squiggly red line. So just try to remove one by one and see if you can filter out, you can figure out the JSON format in this. Same for the other ones as well, cart and products. Do it. And this one tip, if you yeah, delete is a fine. If you want to comment multiple lines, just do one thing. Um, just, try to paste this in your request. Try to paste this, the one which I've pasted in the chat. Try to paste that in your post request, please. Try to paste that in your post request. Everyone, post request. Try to paste it. Please let me know once it is done. Then under the body, paste that code. Is it done? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, now, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay,
Yes,
fine.
Ashish.
Something,
Yes.
Okay.
yes, your voice was breaking in like between.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So it has been pasted, right? Now,
Um, yeah.
once you have pasted that code in here, select the complete code. You can say Control A, or you can use your mouse to select the complete code. Then press the Control key. Press the Control key on your keyboard and press the forward slash, which is right below the question mark. Right below the question mark, there's a forward slash. Press it once. Just press and release it. So you'll see all the code has been commented. All the code is commented at once. Uh, is it achieved? Is it done? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Ashish.
Yeah, is it can you able to comment the complete code at once?
Yes, it's Control Shift
No,
and
oh, no,
forward slash.
only control. Press the control
Okay,
key and
okay,
press the forward slash, which is right below the question mark. Right below the question mark, there's a forward slash. Just press it.
okay,
Yeah, the complete lines of code you have highlighted is commented. I mean, you'll
okay.
see two forward slashes in front of each line.
Uh,
Uh,
Once I press Control and forward slash,
huh.
so it is a new window is going to pop up and is showing is tab, open tab, Control plus T, close tab, Control
Uh-huh.
plus W.
Not
It's
on the
like that.
browser. Not on the browser. On the Postman.
Okay, on the question.
On the Postman.
Yes, I'm doing on the Postman.
You have to select the code. The code is selected under the body.
Let me do it again.
Yeah.
Yes, now it has happened. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So
Yes.
what exactly the comment means? What exactly the
Hmm.
comment means?
Hmm.
That line of code, that line of information
Hmm.
is ignored by the system. I mean,
Hmm.
when you
Hmm.
run the request,
Hmm.
then you that lines which have been commented will be
Hmm.
ignored. Those will not be considered at all. So
Okay.
that is the only thing comment work does.
Hmm.
And if you want to uncomment it, just select once again and
Hmm.
press the control and forward slash, it will be uncommented. So if you
Okay.
don't want to delete any stuff or delete any data
Hmm.
from your body data, then you can just
Hmm.
comment it and keep it for your own reference. Keep it for your own
Okay.
reference. Or you can
Okay.
write something as well. This is for this thing. I mean, you can put forward slash and then you can write it. So the comments are really useful. I'll come to that when we start scripting. Okay. This
Okay.
is the first homework. And the second
Hmm.
homework is if you open the fifth session document, if you open this fifth section document, there are some test cases. There are some test cases which have validation, validations which I have provided. So try to write multiple test cases for these. Okay, and how
Hmm.
exactly it should be. If you want to use, I say, if you want to use Chat GPT or Copilot or Gemini, it is completely fine. But make sure that you get dependent on that, because many of the companies, as I said, are not do not allow us to use this AI tools. So let your imagination uh, expand, flew. I mean, just expand your imagination and see what all test cases you can write on one single validation. How many test cases can you write? And I'll share this with everyone. I mean, how exactly and it should be written in Excel. Okay, and this is the format which we can write and see if the actual response, uh, expected response and the actual response is same. If yes, go with this. Here is the expected response and here is the actual response. If both are same, then status should be pass, or then it should be fail. And if it is fail, then add your comments in here. Okay. So this is how this is the this is these are the two homeworks which are provided to you. So please do it. And I think I will be not available on 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Maybe ninth. Yes, it's Sunday, so yeah, we do not have session on Sunday. But 10, 11, 12, 13, actually I have my cousin sister's marriage, so I need to attend it. It's very close cousin, so that is the reason. um, I need to attend it. So but I will be, if there is a class, if there is a session, I will be updating in the group very early in the morning. Okay, very early in the morning I'll be updating in the group. So please try to attend it. Or else still I'll say I might not be available for 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. uh, but there's a lot of homework which you can do. You can cover multiple requests, multiple validations. You can have, for one single validation you might have multiple test cases. So just expand your imagination. You will be getting test cases, and I'll be sharing this file as well, only for reference file. And try to use less Chat GPT, less AI tools in writing your test cases. Okay, test scenario, test cases, and yep. So and okay, uh, again the same. If someone is not added in the API testing group, please ping me on this number. Okay, please ping me on this number. I'll add you to the API testing group where I'll be sharing these documents and the Excel file as well. So you can use it for a reference. And yeah, I hope, uh, yeah, something new we have learned today. And Hidasvi, I will definitely come back with an answer for your query. Uh, And yes, okay then. Have a lovely evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know it was
Thank you.
Okay,
really.
Thank
so
you.
thank you and enjoy,
Yeah,
Ashish.
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you,
Thank you
Shobhit.
so
Thank you
much,
for
Ashish,
having
for
me.
this
Thank
wonderful
you.
session.
Yes,
Thank
We
you,
really
yeah.
thank you.
Thank
enjoyed it. Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Yes,
I
thank you
know it
very
was
much.
really lengthy, but yeah, maybe at
Yes.
times it went
No, but
boring,
it,
but
No
yes, we
issues
have
here. It is
time to
grateful and we
cover.
learn
Yes, yes.
something.
yeah,
लेंदी है तो क्या
Yes.
हुआ कोई नहीं.
true.
Ha,
And please read the sixth document. I mean, the document which I will be sharing today, because there's a
yes.
lot of information which is really
Yes.
important when it comes to interview questions, only interview questions. Okay. Like once you get into the project, no one will ask you what is monolithic, what is microservices. No one cares at all. Okay.
Okay.
You are doing your job. That's more than enough.
Okay.
They are happy, company is happy,
Okay.
everyone is happy. Only to get into
Okay.
the company, you need these
Hmm.
questions. That is the reason I'm trying to
So, yeah.
explain them more deeply, so that it will be easy for you to remember and answer the questions easily. Okay.
Mm.
And yeah, then have a lovely evening, have a lovely weekend. Yeah, tomorrow there will be no class, so have a lovely weekend, lovely evening, and enjoy your, and please do your homework. Do your homework.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Akash.
Yes.
Yes, Akash.
Ashish, I have one question.
Yeah.
Yeah, have we done with the request headers and response header in details?
Nah,
All
I
the
mean,
things.
I have just explained it from the top, but I haven't. I mean, I haven't come to that point yet. I mean,
Okay.
adding our own headers is not yet completed yet. We will be coming to it.
Okay. Okay.
We'll be
Okay.
coming to
Okay.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yes, and yeah, if there's any more information which I get through curl, then I'll definitely come back to it. Okay, come back with the answer. But I think I
Yes.
have
Once,
covered
yes.
most of the curl thing. But yeah, still.
Yes. Once you come back, then we will ready for your interview.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
really happy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Chalo,
Thank you, Ashish, for your
thank you.
timings. Yes.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Chalo, bye bye.
Bye. Enjoy.
Welcome.
Thank you. Bye bye.
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 Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Ashish. Bye.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for the
Yeah,
wonderful
yeah,
session.
yeah.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Okay, stop.